Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. I apologize, everybody. I am in very weird waters here. This has never happened in the history of this company. So, trust me when I tell you this is the right decision not to do this press conference right now. And yeah, I hear you. I'm with you. But for everybody's safety, this is the right decision. All right? I apologize. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
And with that, let's say good morning to Brian Campbell. One half of Morning Combat, one half of Room Service Diaries, but 2 times over our favorite here on HQ in the morning. So BC, the fallout from this backstage brawl, by all accounts, it does not look like it was staged, but you have Holland, Chimaev, Diaz and company. What's your reaction to what we sort of witnessed yesterday?
Look, this main event, UFC 279, Diaz, Chimaev, already one of the most unique and really weirdest setups we've ever seen, given that the 37-year-old Diaz is in the last fight of his UFC deal, has been trying to get out of it, so the promotion served him up maybe the next big thing in Chimaev. But what has been interesting about this fight week is it seems like everyone else, Paulo Costa, Kevin Holland, is trying to get under Chimaev's skin and start a fight. This apparently bled into the Diaz camp. You had punches, kicks, and even other things thrown backstage, including objects, according to Dana White, with entourages upwards of 50 plus for Diaz, 30 plus for Chimaev. In a weird way, this goes down as kind of a perfect commercial for what fans can expect Saturday night. A different type of fight from normal. This is not about 2 guys both looking to get past each other to get to the next level in terms of title contention. Yes, UFC hoping that Diaz could help make Chimaev star on the way out, but the odds are as wide as we've seen on the main event pay-per-view level in some time. And this backstage altercation, I feel like only makes you want to see the fight a little bit more. So inadvertently, UFC is going to probably get what they're looking for and more attention, more eyeballs on this event.
This fight out in Vegas, you mentioned the odds about as wide as the Grand Canyon, BC. So what chance do you give Nate, who is a big-time fighter and is always up for the bright lights, though? Hamzat, though, heavily favored in this one.
Not a huge chance, of course, but if you talk to the insiders, the fighters, they mentioned one thing. Hamzat Chimaev is unbeaten, 11-0. He's destroyed each competitor along the way, but he had that big fight with Gilbert Burns leading into this one. Yes, Chimaev came away with a decision victory in an all-action affair, but did Gilbert Burns humanize Hamzat Chimaev at all? Show holes in his game, or was this Chimaev just trying to show everyone that he is the warrior he said he was? Either way, if you're Team Diaz, look, you know he can go late into fights. You know he's never out of it despite the damage he might take. This is a puncher's chance, maybe, but Nate Diaz is really going to have to take Chimaev, stretch him, take him into dark places, and try to do what Gilbert Burns couldn't, what no one has up to this point. Do I like Diaz's chances? No, not at all. This is a Hamzat Chimaev who seems ready right now to be fitted for his first title opportunity. Probably with a victory here, he would get that. And when it comes to his wrestling, his youth, his striking, every box, every category leans his way. Nate Diaz is going to have to dig deep to the kind of magic that is not unheard of. In his last fight against now current champion Leon Edwards, he did nearly rally for a 5th-round victory. It didn't happen in the end. Let's hope Nate can exit the company on his own terms, without having his brand damaged along the way. That is in play in this fight, given how hyped up Chimaev has been.
Could be an end of an era for Nate Diaz. And collateral damage from this 279 presser. Poor Li Jianglong. A wasted suit opportunity for the Leech. He is taking on Tony Ferguson, changing weight classes as well. How do you handicap and view this one?
Look, a lot on the inside, we're wondering how much does Tony Ferguson have left, pushing 40 years old, riding a 4-fight losing streak, 2 by just devastating knockout. The UFC giving him a chance here to reinvent himself if it's possible, going back up to welterweight, where he hasn't been since 2011, but he was an Ultimate Fighter champion at this division. This is how we first got introduced to Ferguson. The problem with Tony Ferguson's game is the same reason that you love him, always willing to take on a huge amount of punishment to try to stay in a fight, rally, and get the victory. Is this a hill too large, one division up against a Li Jianglong who can punch holes through opponents when given the chance? It feels that way. It doesn't look like Tony Ferguson has a ton left. He's going to have to dig as deep as he ever has to get by this challenge in his hope of reinventing himself in a new division.
BC certainly appreciated, again, whether it was staged or not, building in terms of excitement for this one, UFC 279 from Las Vegas. And I mentioned one half of Morning Combat. I joke and I kid because I care. Luke Thomas, of course, the dynamic duo of Morning Combat, your daily MMA and boxing podcast. That Room Service Diaries franchise recently had Bellator's A.J. McKee with what was really a good conversation with the former champ. Encourage you to check it out.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.